Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you all? I hope you are doing well. Today we'll be studying about another one type of small scale industry, that is brick kiln industry. Okay, how do we take up this topic? Let's discuss a synopsis, right? This is how we will be studying each type of industry in this chapter, industrial development. First, we will talk about what type of industry is this. Second, we will discuss why is it there, like its uses, its importance, what is the importance of that industry, that we will discuss. Then, where it is found in Pakistan, what is the input, process, and output. Like we have discussed earlier, industry as a system under which we have studied about input, output, and process. What are these? We know about it. Then we will be discussing about the problems and effects on the environment and on people, right? And on Pakistan's economy also, right? Then, other than that, we will be studying about solution. We will discuss about sustainable development, right? That we need to keep in mind. We have to make it in our journal, right? This is how we will be studying each type of industry in this chapter, right, beta? Okay, let's move forward. Okay, as I told you, we will be studying about Brickkill today, right? Now, first is, what is Brickkill, right? Brickkill, it's a small scale industry, right? And it provides employment in the rural areas of Pakistan, right? Because it is found in the rural areas of Pakistan, in Punjab areas and all, right? So the brick kiln industry is an important small scale industry of Pakistan. It provides employment to people of in rural areas where agriculture is not enough to sustain all people, right? So that is another source of income for people. Why? Why do we need brick kilns, right? What is the use of it? Why is it important? So first is the brick kiln. It is used for the construction of building. If you must have traveled to Lahore, right? You must have seen in that in Lahore the buildings are made up of red bricks, right? So the demand of bricks is bricks are more in construction industry in Punjab area. Okay. Then lining of canals, right? Bricks are being used to lining of canals, right? Then another one is making sewerage drains, right? Making sewerage drains again. Bricks are being used. Then for protection of telephone cables, that is also one another use. Where? What is the location? Where is it found in Pakistan? Brickkill that is found in outskirts of Punjab and rural areas of Punjab, right? Outskirts means suburban areas of Punjab, right? Away from city center, where population is less, right? Okay, I have given some of the pictures are also with my slides, so you can easily, these pictures can help you to identify the type of industry, what type of work is being done here, right? And then these sources, these types of sources, I must say, can come in exam to identify, to with different questions that these types of diagrams could come, right? Okay. Now let's talk about Brickkill as a system. So let us discuss about the input first. What are the inputs here, right? So in Brickkill industry, let's talk about the raw material, the natural input, that is clay and water, right? And coal is also there. Power, if we talk about power, that is mainly from coal, is being generated here. Labor is there. In labor, children, Afghan refugees, women, they all are working there, right? As we have discussed earlier, women, they are considered as active labor force. So they do work in those all small scale industries, right? And children also. And as it's a type of informal sector, so definitely child labor is not being followed here, right? So these were the input. Um, and raw material we have discussed. Raw material are, again, let me lay emphasis on it. Raw materials are those materials, those are being extracted from directly from nature, right? And those are being processed in industries, right? Okay. Then process. Um, in order to make bricks in brick kilns, what is happening, beta? Let's discuss process one by one. First, the mixing of clay with water is being done, right? So the when clay is being mixed with the water and the dough is made, then with that dough is being transferred in different molds, in rectangular shape molds, right, to mold it in rectangular shapes, right? And then these rectangular shapes molds, they're kept in sunlight, under sunlight, to get it dried. Then after when they get dried, right, then they keep it, these bricks, they are kept in the fire kilns for baking to give strength to bricks, right? That's the process which is involved in the formation of brick kilns. Now, output is hard bricks. It looks like that. Now, what are the effects or problems, right? Those are there when we have through those are caused by brick kilns, I must say, right? Number one, as I discussed, coal or sometimes tires, they are also being used in brick kilns to for energy, to provide energy, heat energy, right? Then what happens when we burn coal? It releases greenhouse gases like carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, right? Soot is also there, which leads to global warming, right? Not only that, soot, that is which is the particles of carbon is there in it, right? Which again it leads to different diseases like respiratory problems and all. Then it causes diseases such as asthma, chronic lung diseases, etc. Right? Okay. In order to get clay, the depressions are created, right? Which may lead to waterlogging and salinity. Other than waterlogging and salinity, beta, when the depressions are created to get clay, right? So if there is a rain, so water gets collected in those depressions, and it's a stagnant water, which becomes a breeding point ground for mosquitoes. Again, it leads to different diseases, right? Then deforestation is done on a large scale in order to get coal, right? So which again, which leads to what? Soil erosion, which leads to land and water pollution, right? Okay, these all were the problems those are caused by brick kiln industry. Okay, now how can we overcome these problems? What are the solutions? How can we make it sustainable, right? Let me explain sustainable development. What is sustainable development, beta? Sustainable development to use resources, any type of resource, whether it's a natural resource or it's a human resource, in such a way those resources are not used up, or those are left for future generations also, right? That is called sustainable development. So we have one agency that is called EPA, stands for Environment Protection Agency, right? They aim to control the increase of air pollution by instead of coal use, natural gas should be used. These all are the steps. These all are the measures. Those are being taken by EPA, right? Number one step is, or number one measure is, instead of coal use, natural gas should be used, which reduces large scale deforestation, right? So, and another step is chimneys of kilns should be high enough to reduce pollution, right? Because when the chimneys of kilns should be high enough, so all the dense particles, those are being created, caused due to the burning of coal, right? Those get subside inside the chimney itself, right? Those, so to a little extent, I will not say that it does not cause pollution if the chimneys would be high, but at least the extent of that pollution would be reduced, right? Then next measure is the proper health and safety measures for workers should be there, right? So, for example, wearing of mask, to ensure the workers they wear masks to safeguard them, right? Then another measure could be the modern technologies should be used to reduce drying process time. For example, ventilated air drying. So more output in less time would be there, right? Another one, and last but not the least solution, the clean coal technology should be used, right? Clean coal technology, it is the type of technology where in which what happens before using coal, the harmful elements from the coal, those are being taken out, right? In order to ensure that coal, in order to ensure more sustainable environment, right? Because then the coal does not pollute the environment to a large extent, right? Otherwise, when we burn coal, carbon dioxide is released. That is a major greenhouse gas that we have already studied. Okay. That's what all about Brickell. I hope you have understood, right? The type of question, let me discuss the type of question that could come from this topic Brickell. Any of the diagram could be given to you from Brickell, for example, this one, right? So if you are able to identify, you could be asked to identify the given source. So it is clearly visible, it is a Brickell, right? And then you could be asked to write one raw material that is being used in the given source. So if you have studied thoroughly, you have clear concept about Brickell, you would be able to write definitely that coal is that raw material that is being used, right? Okay, the other question, they could ask for the process, they could ask for the problems caused by this particular source. You could be asked how could we make this particular source as a sustainable industry, right? And or the question could be why is it considered as informal sector. So if you are thorough with the topic, right, definitely you would be able to answer all these questions, right? I hope I was cleared enough with the topic, right? So you have to make notes better of the topic which is being talked to you, and then again I'm repeating, same the way we have studied Brickell, same way we'll be studying all types of industries, right, beta? Thank you so much for your patience. Let's meet once again.